Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the KnifeCenter coming at you from SHOT Show 2024. We're here at the Protech booth with the other Dave.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Always a pleasure to hang out with you. Always a pleasure to take a look at the new stuff. And we've got some new variants, some new special stuff, and actual new models.
We do. SHOT Show 2024, a lot going on. Glad you guys are here. So let's start with new model introductions. One of them is a classic Protech reimagined. So the TR-3 is a perennial seller for us, one of our best-selling automatic knives, and we've given it kind of the Malibu treatment. So TR-3 manual, on bearings, thumb stud, manual action version of the TR-3. This is our true prototype. We'll start production on these and hope to roll them out maybe Blade Show Atlanta time frame, but something new that we're working on. It combines the classic TR-3 but with our very hot button lock manual.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you guys are the guys that reinvigorated that lock, really. Like, there's no two ways about it. Yep. So very cool. And I'm assuming we'll see like more standard grinds, not necessarily all the fancy.
There'll be machine ground blades, there'll be custom versions, the whole Protech treatment, of course. Also on this one, we've added the new deep carry wider pocket clip.
Oh yeah,
and so you'll see these come through with this nice deep carry clip.
Just a little flatter, a little more stable.
Yep.
So you're saying like TR-3 was like 25-year anniversary? 20-year anniversary on this knife?
Yep.
Yeah. Man, that's cool. I really dig this knife. I've always thought, you mentioned like it's a top-selling tactical knife, but man, that is just a great knife.
It really is. It's the most slender carry 3.5-inch auto, the TR-3, and it's a full-size folder, but it really does carry. Part of it is tapered, and so that tapered handle, the way it's shaped, it fits in your hand great, but it also carries very well in the pocket. And so to have a manual version of it that we can sell in California, that more customers have access to, we're super excited for it.
I am too. That's I'll probably wind up owning one of these this year.
Excellent. Nice. I know a guy.
Put in a word, would you?
I will. And then for new models, one new manual action and then one new auto. So this is a project we're super excited about. This is a Dmitry Sinkevich design.
It is stunning.
It's so different for us. Dmitry and I were neighbors at a custom knife show maybe 8 or 9 years ago, and we got to talking. He bought a couple of our knives. He carries a Protech regularly, and he said something about designing a knife for us, and this is what he came up with, and I love it. So it's very angular, very dramatic, very Sinkevich. And so this is a prototype, but we're pretty far along in the pre-production process. These we'll definitely have for Atlanta. And so we'll have a spread of them, aluminum frames. This is a custom stainless with a hand ground blade. We'll have a real spread of them in time for the Blade Show.
Is there a name for this model yet? Or
not yet. No pricing, no name. It's truly a prototype. This knife was built the day before we came to SHOT Show.
Nothing like last minute.
Yeah.
Well, you can't tell from how good this one looks. I mean, that's just very cool. Nice slender feel in the hand. No finger guard to keep you from choking right up behind that edge if that's the kind of thing you like to do. Sweet.
Yeah, it's a real distinctive design, and a lot we can do with it. It's in this pocket here, allows for a bunch of different textures. Eventually inlays. Like I can already see the future of it, even though we haven't made it yet.
So you got a 5-year plan going.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. So Sinkevich auto, Blade Show time frame, hot new auto for us.
Very cool. Yeah. Very, very nice.
And then for SHOT Show, we always roll out some slightly non-standard versions of some classics. And so the Malibu, of course, there has to be a show Malibu. And for the SHOT Show, we did this sexy piece with a textured handle, pearl button, and a smoky gray DLC blade.
Now, you guys were saying this is actually the most durable DLC finish
that you
do?
It's a pinch more corrosion resistance and hardness than the black DLC, and then the finish is so neat. The way these are done, they're blasted twice. So they're blasted with aluminum oxide, then with a super fine glass bead. It's like baby powder, and you get this little sheen to the finish, and then the gray on it. It's really a nice look. It's also it's
almost like graphite looking.
Graphite looking, and then the feel of it, the surface finish is so smooth, it's super easy to clean. And so if you cut something gummy or sticky or whatever, it'll just wipe right off.
And there's no texture to impede your slicing either.
Exactly.
Very nice. And of course, it's a Malibu, so it does that all day, every day, the way everyone else wishes they could be. I mean, that's...
Say it again.
It's a bona fide classic already.
Thank you.
Like it really is. It reinvigorated the button lock that's been around for a while, but the ones you're seeing today are because of this.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then a knife that's been out of production for a minute that we brought back is our TR-2, one of the original Protechs. The TR-2 dates back to the kitchen table knife building days for me.
Yeah.
And so the new batch of TR-2s are Magna Cut. They have a new texture. They also have the new wider deep carry pocket clip. And then one thing we also had taken a break from for a minute were these Brushaw skulls. So those are back on the scene again in the TR-2. So newly reinvigorated, old model, also with the skulls. This one's for the SHOT Show. Only 50 pieces made, sapphire blue coated Magna Cut, abalone button, sterling silver skull. There might be a lot going on that knife.
Just a little bit. Yeah. And it feels good. I actually don't know if I've ever held a TR-2.
Yeah, it's been a while since
Not
we made them.
sure.
It's such a great mid-sized folder.
Yeah.
Very, very comfortable.
Full-size grip, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The blade you were saying? I'm sorry?
The blade is really a great utility blade. It's a nice high flat grind, so it's nice and slicey. It's a good one.
Yeah, for sure. Excellent.
And then continue on the show theme, and also with the smoky gray blade. We built some of these Emersons. It's a really nice color with OD green, blacklit pearl, and the smoky gray.
Yeah.
Only about 100 of those made, special for the show.
That is a really cool finish on that blade. I'm noticed, like I'm appreciating it more here, like as we're filming here. And I've never been like a big coating guy because it like kind of dulls the blade down visually, but you still have, it still seems like metal.
Yes.
With this finish, you still get that sheen, that reflectivity off of it. That's really cool.
And it's protected.
And it's protected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
And then in the Emerson line, we've got a few other new things for this year. One thing that we get a lot of requests for all the time is additional left-handed models. The left-handed folks are fiercely loyal. I think partly because, to my knowledge, we're the only company to have ever made left-handed specific automatic knives. And so keeping in that trend, we take the Emerson model, added a 20 CV spear point blade, and the first ones of these that we're shipping are the lefty models. So before the other 90% get theirs, they get first crack at it.
Well,
and
I'm loving that blade shape
Oh,
too.
it's really great. Yeah, we hadn't made any spear point Emersons for a few years. We're bringing them back, upgraded the steel to 20 CV, gave our left-handed friends first crack at it. It's also got this awesome jig texture and the new deep carry clip.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
It's funny, we were setting up the table here and we're getting ready to open the knives and I hold it like this. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep.
What?
One of the most interesting
Okay,
things,
we got it.
whenever a left-handed person comes to us at a show and they've never handed a left auto before, they stumble for a second because they're so used to having to reach around.
Used to having to adapt.
Yes.
To,
and then it's funny when it takes them a minute. Yeah.
Very cool. But you'll be rolling that new blade shape out
Yes,
across
sir. Yep.
like the righty models and the
All that.
bunch of different cool stuff.
For sure.
Sweet.
Coated blades, stonewash blades, the whole shebang.
There's that smoky gray coating that I think would look pretty good.
You like
on
it?
there.
All right.
Some people are using that.
Okay.
It's nice.
Yeah, that's what you hear?
Yeah.
Yep. And then in the Emerson line collaboration, another thing that we hadn't done yet that we're sneaking out for 2024 is titanium frame custom Emersons.
Nice.
And so we're super proud to do the CQC7. It's the iconic Emerson model, and to make the auto version of it is great for us. So in titanium, green is the most difficult color to get while anodizing. So we started with the hardest one to do. And so this two-tone finish where you've got satin green and then blasted gray bolsters really makes the green pop. Add the pearl button, either a two-tone blade or a Chad Nichols stainless Damascus blade on these.
So how are you getting this ano? Are you like dipping?
So we dip the whole thing,
and then come
and
back
then we mask
with the
it,
blasted.
and
Gotcha.
then blast it.
Gotcha.
And then if the masking misses and you blast the green part, then you hear grown men and women cry after all the pain and suffering of getting the color. Oh, yeah.
Well, they turned out good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, a lot of extra Protech love in these.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And then Les George, of course, is one of our great collaboration partners, and we love the Rockeye, the full-size Les George auto. This particular group, like they say the walk and talk. but this one really means it. So this is a solid bronze aluminum frame, pearl button, shad nickels Damascus, little pop of color with the titanium pocket clip. You have to open that one and feel it. It's incredible.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Some autos, I can't think of any like truly weak autos nowadays.
Yep.
But this one, it moves my whole arm when it hits open.
Yep.
Man. One more time.
It's so good.
Watching the ripples come out.
Yeah.
No, that's great, man.
Yep.
And of course, you got the 3-hole pocket clip on here, so a lot of aftermarket stuff could work if that's your thing. But man.
And this one, just from being handling at the show,
it's already
patinaing. Starting to patina. Yeah, it's fantastic.
And that's just a couple days at this point.
Oh yeah.
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 Excellent.
So this year marks the 25th anniversary of Protech knives, and as a lot of you already know, the first knife I ever made was the Runt, the original Runt, at home on my kitchen table, assembled parts from different machine shops that made them for me. And so as we roll into 2024, we'll have a bunch of different anniversary knives, but it seemed most appropriate that the Runt should be the first one. So I've got 2 different levels of anniversary Runts here.
That one.
Thank you. This is the ultimate anniversary Runt.
Yeah.
So hand engraved by Bruce Shaw. He has promised that as the year goes, he'll finish 25 of them exactly, individually numbered. It is in fact a canary diamond in the push button, Damascus, fully hand engraved, all the way around the spine, the back. One of my favorite details of the Bruce Shaw engraving is that when you look down inside where the pocket clip is,
the screws are engraved.
Yep.
What the heck,
the screws that you can almost not see are engraved. Yeah, it's really something. So this will be...
Don't change your pocket clip.
yeah.
That screw will be ruined.
Don't lose one of those screws, please.
That's a $100 screw right
At least,
there.
yeah. And so, these will be very special collector pieces that we'll deliver through the year.
So I see you've got a Roman numerals here,
yes.
Arabic numerals here. Is the 25 of each, or?
We decided to go with the Roman, and so this is a one-of-a-kind prototype,
okay.
And then this is number 1 of 25.
So all those 25 will be the Roman numerals.
Correct.
Like this. Okay,
correct.
Right on.
Yep.
Right on. So I'm holding the more special one, really.
Indeed.
I like the look of that one, though. I
Same.
like the look of Roman numerals. That's awesome.
And then keeping on that same trend, but going with a slightly more budget-friendly version, this is a stainless steel frame that's machine engraved. And so on this one, kind of a subtle 25th anniversary, we've got the 5 Vs for 25, and then a real nice discrete since 1999. And so you'll see that with the 5 Vs and the since 1999 on a few models as the year goes along. So not too billboardy, but if you want to see it, it's there. That it's an anniversary.
Well, it does kind of blend into the whole pattern.
It does.
But it's not super forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
So our vice president of operations, Bob, his son drew this pattern.
No kidding.
And also named it, that's our new Nexus texture.
Okay.
And so when we say family business, we really mean it.
Yeah.
The kids get involved, and
Good
so
stuff.
we're super excited about it. So we'll have a bunch of stuff like this with the 25 since 1999. This is an edition of 40 pieces made.
Okay. Very cool. That's awesome. And congrats on 25 years.
Thank you.
It's great.
Thank you.
All right.
Godson, one of the best-selling Protech models of all time, and during the last couple of years we've been so busy trying to keep caught up that we haven't done much custom stuff, and so we are getting back to more of the hand-finished titanium and Damascus custom pieces. You'll see them filtering through. Nice. A lot of customers have asked, where are those? Yeah. We haven't seen them for a minute. Yeah. And so this is desert ironwood, jewelry-grade desert ironwood, hand satin finished titanium, Damascus, matching titanium pocket clip, mosaic push button. This is a really nice, completely upgraded custom Godson, but not so crazy with engraving that it's price prohibitive.
Right.
Like this is a $1,200 retail knife where everything's customized, everything's upgraded, but still not that bad of a price.
But it feels lighter to me than
Yeah, they're very light, they're very smooth, and the finish on here, it's kind of a satin with an orange peel, and it's really nice. You can touch it, you can handle it without fingerprinting it real bad.
True.
And so people who want to carry this every day or on a special occasion, you can handle it, you can use it, especially with the stainless Damascus.
Yeah.
I would categorize this as a very nice, pocketable custom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And gotta love desert ironwood. That's always such a good material. And last but not least for today.
Yep, so in the PT Strider, the PT Plus, slightly bigger PT model that we've been rolled out for the last year or so. We're going to sneak some custom pieces out this year. This one's really nice with a stainless steel frame, gridlock texture. I really love the way we finish this one. It's two-tone DLC satin. So we have the handles black coated, and then we kiss the flats, so it really jumps out. You know, the pattern pops, and then a nice Chad Nichols Damascus blade. Only 20 of those made.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. It's a good size. I'm glad you guys kind of slightly upsized this when you introduced this last year.
Mechanically, it's better. In your hand, it's better.
It's good.
We really like it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
And you'll see the standard on these now is MagnaCut, and then we've got a bunch of custom pieces, hand ground blades, Damascus. There should be a good flow of PT Plus this year.
Good stuff, man. Awesome. Well, that's all we've got to show you for today. If you want any of this stuff, make sure to keep your eyes out. KnifeCenter will be getting as much as we can of all the special stuff to store, of course. Keep an eye on the Protech page and on our new items page on the website as well.
Thank you, David.
Really appreciate your time, man.
Always great.
Make sure to check out the rest of our SHOT Show coverage. See you in a bit.